Military aviation isn't just about sleek jets and epic flybys. It's a constant battle against gravity, weather, machinery, and sometimes human error. When things go wrong at 600 knots, you don't get a second chance. In today's video, we'll walk you through 5 shocking military aviation incidents, all caught on camera. From whiteout crashes in the Russian Arctic to a bomber falling straight into an apartment block. These aren't training videos. These are real moments where real crews fought for survival. What caused them? Could they have been avoided? And most importantly, what can we learn from them? This is not just about aircraft. It's about decisions, split seconds, and consequences. This is Military Expert. Let's get started. January 22nd, 2019. A Tu-22M3 backfire bomber is returning to base after a routine mission over the Arctic. The crew is experienced. The aircraft, a supersonic strike platform built for nuclear delivery. But none of that matters now. Visibility is zero, a whiteout. No contrast, no shadows, no sense of depth. The bomber approaches the runway at Alenia Air Base. From the ground, all you can see is a ghost in the snow. Then, a violent impact. The jet slams into the tarmac at full speed. The fuselage splits. Fire engulfs the wreckage. 3 of the 4 crew members die instantly. Later analysis shows the approach angle was too steep. The flare maneuver either missed or mistimed. The pilots never saw the runway until it was too late. And here's the terrifying part. The aircraft was flying perfectly. The failure? It wasn't mechanical. It was human. A deadly reminder. Even the best trained crews can be outmatched by nature. October 17, 2022. A Russian Su-34 fighter bomber takes off from Yeysk Air Base near the Sea of Azov. Seconds later, flames erupt from the engine. The aircraft never gains altitude. The pilots eject a split second before impact. The Su-34, fully fueled and armed, slams straight into a 9-story apartment building. What follows is horror. A massive explosion. Fire spreads across floors. Entire sections of the building collapse. Civilians are trapped. Families burn inside their homes. The final death toll? 15 dead, including 3 children. All of them on the ground. The jet never saw combat. It never left the city. Just minutes after takeoff, it became a missile. The official cause? Engine fire on takeoff, possibly due to poor maintenance or mechanical fatigue. But here's the hard truth. When you operate frontline strike aircraft near populated areas, you gamble with lives that never signed up for war. Afghanistan, 2009. A British Harrier GR-9A comes in for landing at Kandahar Airfield. It's a routine combat return. The Harrier's vertical landing system, precise but unforgiving. One wrong input, one gust of wind, and everything changes. The jet touches down. Something's off. The nose bounces. The landing gear collapses. Instantly, fire erupts from underneath. The pilot doesn't wait. He ejects right there on the runway, a split second before flames swallow the cockpit. He survives. The Harrier? Total loss. Later reviews point to gear failure or structural fatigue. But that's not what sticks with people. What sticks is the image of a pilot blasting out of a burning jet on a friendly base. You don't have to be in enemy territory for a mission to go south. And with Harriers, every landing is a tightrope act. A fighter lines up on a U.S. Navy carrier. Catapult armed. Throttle full. Launch. The jet roars forward, but something's off. The nose lifts too quickly. Within seconds, the aircraft loses lift. Stall. It dips left, slams into the ocean just off the bow. On deck, silence, then panic. Recovery teams rush to the edge. The pilot? Likely ejected. There's no official report, no confirmed casualties. But one thing is clear. This was no engine failure, no bird strike. This was pilot-induced stall, a deadly mistake in one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. Carrier launches demand precision, no runway, no margin for error. Just steel, speed, and the sea waiting below. Tehran, 2008. A Sukhoi Su-24, flown by the Iranian Air Force, is on final approach to Mehrabad Airport. It's not a combat mission, it's routine. But something's wrong. Reports later say a technical malfunction, maybe hydraulics, maybe flight control. On final, the jet begins to sink fast, too fast. The crew has seconds to react. They pull the handles. Both seats punch out. Parachutes deploy just before the jet hits the ground. The Su-24 skids across the runway and bursts into flames. The crew? They survive. No casualties on the ground, no civilians hurt. Just a wrecked bomber. And a reminder, when systems fail, you're down to instincts and the ejection seat. It's not glamorous, it's not headline grabbing, but it's a win because everyone walked away. These 5 crashes were all different. Different planes, different missions, different skies. But they share one thing, a single moment where everything broke down. Sometimes it was weather, sometimes the machine, sometimes the human behind the stick, and sometimes it was just bad luck. But here's the thing, these weren't YouTube stunts, they weren't simulations, they were real, with real people on board. Every one of these pilots walked out that day, or didn't. What would you have done in those seconds? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more no-nonsense breakdowns like this, subscribe. Stay sharp. This is Military Expert, signing off.